Dr. Bob segment tonight, the clash between those who want immigration law enforced and those who do not. In Washington, a state trooper who has not been publicly identified, under investigation because he informed ICE about an illegal alien convicted felon. Fox News correspondent Dan Springer picks up the story.
It was a routine call for the Washington State Trooper, a collision here on Interstate 5 in Tacoma. One of the drivers involved was Armando Chavez. A standard check of his driver's license revealed a warning from Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Chavez was an illegal immigrant, convicted of felony drug trafficking and deported 4 times between 1996 and 2000. The trooper called ICE, who arrested Chavez at the scene. He's now at the Immigration Detention Center awaiting deportation. And the trooper, who has not been identified, is under investigation by his own department for possibly violating policy.
Our troopers aren't federal immigration officials, and they're there to protect the roadways, to ensure everyone on the roadways are safe.
It's the new hypersensitive gray area in which the men and women in blue now find themselves working. Sanctuary cities and states seem to want no cooperation with ICE, upending a century-old police ethos.
The good guys, they feel like the bad guys because either they're not getting support from above or the people are not coming to their defense.
It's also happening in Multnomah County, Oregon. The Sheriff's Department is investigating a deputy who called ICE to let them know an illegal immigrant facing domestic violence charges would be showing up at the courthouse. Back in Washington State, the Democratic governor defends protecting undocumented criminals from deportation.
There was not a federal criminal warrant for the arrest of this individual. He may have had a previous conviction, but that is very different than a federal criminal warrant.
ICE usually doesn't issue arrest warrants because deportations are an administrative process, not something to tie up in criminal courts.
I'm concerned that this administrative investigation of this trooper will have a chilling effect, not just on this trooper, but on other troopers and other law enforcement personnel.
Dan Springer joins us from Seattle. If action's taken against this trooper, he could sue the state of Washington. He's just doing his job. I mean, this is the mandate from the President of the United States in an executive order to remove criminal illegal aliens. So we really have a situation here that could get very intense.
Well, he was doing the same job that law enforcement officials across the country do every day. 1.4 million times in 2015, cops just like this trooper called into ICE and said, I got this person, I want to run his name.
But Inslee, the governor,
in 2015, over 112,000 ICE agents went out to scenes just like that in Tacoma and made arrests of these
But here's
immigrants.
the problem. He works directly for Inslee, the governor, Inslee.
Inslee,
okay?
Yeah.
The governor. And Inslee obviously doesn't want his state troopers informing ICE, even if there is a deportation order or a guy that's been convicted of a felony and defied deportation 4 times. He doesn't want it. This governor doesn't want it. And these guys work directly for him.
Yeah, Governor Inslee seems to be trying to make the distinction between an arrest warrant that comes from the federal government, and we will respond to those, but we will not respond to deportation requests or information requests or, hey, this guy has a bunch of convictions on his record, he's been deported, he's come back. They don't want the troopers to respond to those.
This is on a collision course now, this whole crazy stuff. And let us know what happens to this trooper, because this is a fascinating story. Dan, thank you.